We got breaking news surrounding the New York Football Giants that we got to talk about here on the channel. Players being signed, cut, and players coming back from injury. We're going to dive into that, but before we do, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Here at Chat Sports, we have multiple NFL team channels, and my friend, coworker, Mike, he runs the Lions channel here, and they're catching up to us when it comes to the race to 100,000 subscribers. I want to beat the Lions. Should have beat them in the regular season. I want to beat them in the sub battle and the race to 100,000. So if you love the Giants, want free videos every day, and to show the bosses that there are more diehard Giants fans than Lions fans, hit that sub button right now. You're watching New York Giants Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let's start with the biggest news of the day. The New York Giants are moving on from their kicker, Younghoe Koo. Over the last 2 weeks, Koo has missed not one, not two, but 3 kicks. And maybe it's actually 2 kicks, considering he never even actually kicked the ball in that game on Monday night a couple of weeks ago against New England. But he is just not and was ever going to be the long-term answer for this team. We talked about it on the channel yesterday that it seemed like the Giants were tanking, considering they have not cut Younghoe Koo. There was no reason to keep Koo on this team, and it looks like the people inside the 1925 Giants drive smartened up when it comes to trying to win games, and they are moving on from the 31-year-old kicker, the local product as well. And I don't know exactly who is going to be the kicker. Maybe they go out and sign somebody, but there is a player on their practice squad that is the kicker. Ben Sauls, the 24-year-old out of Pittsburgh. He's never kicked in a NFL game before, and I don't know if the Giants are willing to try what would be their 5th kicker this year with someone that hasn't kicked an NFL game. I'll say this. I want the Giants to take this moment and this opportunity to try to take a chance on a kicker. Maybe it is Ben Sauls that could potentially be your kicker next season, your long-term answer at the kicker spot. Let's throw some darts, and maybe we get weird and we find somebody. Who is Ben Sauls, though? I'm sure a lot of people are wondering that as well. He was pretty good at Pittsburgh, 52-64 on field goals there, 122 on 124 attempts, only missed 2 PATs in his collegiate career. Never missed, or not never, didn't miss under 40 yards his last 2 years in college. He was a UDFA with the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2025. In that preseason this past year, 5 of 6 on field goals, 7 of 7 on PATs, and he actually joined the Giants practice squad back in November. With Sauls potentially being the next kicker the New York Giants try, or whoever it is, it's going to be the 4th different kicker this year. In 2023, Graham Gano, Mason Crosby, Randy Bullock. Shout out to Randy Bullock for that win in Tennessee, the opener for Brian Dable. Jamie Gillen, Graham Gano, Greg Joseph, Jude McAtamney, Graham Gano, Jude McAtamney, Younghoe Koo, and TBD. I'm not good at math, but 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus 3 is 11. The New York Giants have tried out 11 different starting kickers, if you want to count Graham Gano a couple of times as well. I think at this point it's pretty clear that Joe Schoen still does not know how to figure out the kicker position. At the end of his 4th season as the Giants general manager, he still can't get the kicker right. And he refuses to take special teams serious. You go back to his 1st season here, he didn't take the punt returner spot serious. Sterling Shepard was fumbling punts. Then you had multiple other people back there as well. Adoree Jackson hurt his knee in that season. Then the following year, you started to lose games because of Graham Gano. He had a game where he tried to play hurt. He got hurt in pregame warmups, and he got hurt on the opening kickoff. You've lost at least 4 games in your time as a general manager due to the kicker spot, and you've also muffed multiple punts as well. Just another feather in the cap of why Joe Schoen should not be the general manager of this team going forward. He always talks about smart, tough, and dependable. Well, Giants fans, I need you with me on this one. We got to hold Joe Schoen to that standard. You got to be smarter, and you got to be way more dependable as the general manager and architect of this football team. He is bringing back one of his first-round draft pups, though, as Evan Neal is going to return from IR this week. I would be shocked at this point if he does play an offensive snap. maybe it's just another practice body type of thing. If he's healthy, I guess you don't want to keep him on IR, but Evan Neal back from IR after missing the last couple of games, and maybe he does get out there the final games. I would be shocked if so. Coming up next, the New York Giants did just sign an outside linebacker. They were actually first in the waiver wire, and they used that selection on a pass rusher from a team that they have already played this season. We'll talk about that coming up in a second. First, though, the holiday season is here. And if you're looking to get somebody an awesome gift, maybe a chain, a pendant, get hooked up with GLD. Go to shopgld.com and use that promo code CHAT, and you're going to get 50% off. Let's be real. Buying men's jewelry used to be a nightmare, especially during the holidays when you wanted something meaningful that wouldn't fall apart. It was low-quality junk that snapped after a week, or it was insanely overpriced. But now, when you use that promo code CHAT, you're going to get 50% off. I love that GLD, it's a spot where every single stone is meticulously hand set, and every single piece is guaranteed for life. It's literally built to last the rest of your life. Shout out to GLD. They hooked me up with this awesome chain. They hooked me up with a New York Knicks pendant as well. They're going to win the NBA Cup tonight, baby. Let's go. Somebody in the New York area has to win some games, and you can win the holiday season by getting hooked up with GLD. They have an official collab with the NFL, NBA, WNBA, MLB, NCAA, and more. Work hard and change the game. Right now, GLD is making holiday shopping easy. For a limited time, new customers get an insane deal. Use the code CHAT. Get 50% off at GLD.com. After your purchase, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them that Chat Sports sent you. All right, some more breaking news. The New York Giants have gone out and claimed on the waiver wire Caleb Murphy, the outside linebacker. He was waived by the Patriots last week. He also spent some time with the Chargers as well, a 2023 UDFA out of Grand Valley State. 19 games played in his NFL career, 9 with the Chargers, 5 with the Titans, and 5 with the New England Patriots. In those 19 games, he has 19 tackles, 1 quarterback hit, half of a sack, and he has 2 stops. A stop is considered a tackle that results in a negative play for the opposing offense. I don't know how much he's going to play on the defensive side of the ball, but I think you're going to see him on special teams. And I think with the Giants having 2 kicks, not 1, but 2 punt returns, returned to the house for touchdowns over the last 2 games, they're probably going to put Murphy out there as well. Almost 300 career special team snaps for him with his 19 games in the NFL. I expect him to be out there in a couple of different special teams units. You might see him on defense, as the Giants are actually pretty thin at the pass rusher spot, as Kayvon Thibodeau is still hurt. You got Burns, you got Abdul Carter, Chauncey Golston's been getting in there a little bit more, but after that, you got Tom and Fox, you got Caleb Murphy. So just 5 active, healthy edge rushers at this point. And when I saw this signing and I realized that he was more of an edge rusher than a true off-ball linebacker, I said to myself, what does this mean for Kayvon Thibodeau, a guy that has not played in the last 4 games, got hurt in Week 10. It's going to be Week 16 this week. He's missed 6 weeks, and I don't expect him to play this week, and I think they probably should just shut him down for the remainder of the season. I'm not sure that he's going to come back, and that's a little bit frustrating, but I'd rather him be healthy and ready to go next season. Mike McFadden is another name that people have asked about as well. There was some rumors and some chatter inside the building that over the last couple of weeks, he's been around a little bit more. He's been doing a little bit more. Got hurt in week 1 with that foot injury. I think it was a Liz Frank injury. He's already had the surgery. I'm not sure if he's going to return. And if I was him, I would probably lean on the side of not returning. You're going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and the last thing you want to do is return for week 16, 17, or 18 and get hurt in that ball game and tank your value in free agency. I think it might be mutual where the Giants believe it's best for him and best for the team for him not to play. The last thing you want to do is rush a player back out there when they're still dealing with an injury. So a lot of breaking news there, and we also got some bad news as well. Jonathan Vilma is going to be back on the call this Sunday when the New York Giants take on the Minnesota Vikings. He was shocked when Darius Slayton dropped a pass. He was acting like every time Jackson Dart got hit, it was going to be the worst thing in the world, and that he was like a chew toy out there. It was a disgusting job from him. But hey, don't worry about it. You can watch us here on the channel at youtube.com/NYGiantsTV. We'll be live for the game on Sunday. We're live for every game. We do play-by-play and a lot of awesome stuff. So subscribe, turn those notifications on, and let's go Giants.